It is Santa Clarita's hometown station, KHTS. Hey, make sure you go to hometownstation.com for all the latest and greatest Santa Clarita has to offer. And speaking of the greatest Santa Clarita has to offer, I have some special guests in studio. We have Angela Bennett, and we also have Mark Fortier, and they are from the SCV Pregnancy Center. You can go to scvpregnancycenter.org to learn more information, or you can just keep listening because they're here with me. How are you guys doing?
Great.
We're doing great. Thank you.
Staying out of trouble, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's good news.
Too busy to be in trouble.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Actually, that's no fun, I think, actually. But anyway. Okay, so for those who don't know, maybe, Angela, can you give me like a little bit of a background about what it is that the Santa Clarita Valley Pregnancy Center is?
The SCV Pregnancy Center is a medical clinic that focuses on pregnancy diagnostics. So we do pregnancy testing, ultrasound to confirm pregnancy. We do some STD testing. All our services are free. We only charge the lab fees we just pass them on directly to the patient, so no markup. And we have programs. We have a community program that Mark takes out into the schools, into local organizations. And then we have some in-house programs for new moms, new fathers, young families, parenting. So it's a broad scope of services.
So this is for the SCV Pregnancy Center is for who? Is it for everybody?
It's for anybody.
Okay.
Anybody. Typically, we'll see patients between 15 and 25, 28, but we do see them older, into their 40s, and so we see grandparents who are struggling with the next phase when their teenager becomes pregnant. So we need to work with those parents of teens who are now becoming grandparents. So we do counseling as well. We help young women and their partners go through the decision-making process. So it's really for anyone.
Okay. You can go to, again, scvpregnancycenter.org, scvpregnancycenter.org to learn more information. Also joining us is Mark Fortier, and he is the share director. And what does that is it an acronym?
It is.
Or an initialism?
It stands
Which one
for
is it?
sexual. Oh, it's an acronym, right?
I think it's an acronym,
That's
right?
what I would say.
I think initialism is like ABC, right?
Yeah, right.
I think
yeah.
I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We're making it up.
We'll get our research team on it. Don't worry. But what does SHARE stand for?
It stands for Sexual Health and Risk Education. So my job, which some people might not think is fun, but I have a great time. I get to go to the high schools and I get to talk to kids about sex. I get to go to our local high schools, and it is an HIV prevention program, STD or STI prevention program also. So I get to go to the high schools and I talk to teenagers, and I give this 3-day presentation, and I throw out candy, and I hopefully enlighten them and teach them some things that they did not realize or did not know. And the feedback has been really positive, so it's been great.
Awesome. And I want to ask, since I'm talking to you, Mark, I'm going to ask you, how did you get into this?
It was just, it was kind of like a fluke. Somebody who I know locally knows how I am with people and said, oh, you'd be really great at this, and would you like to be a part of it? And I said, well, sure, send it to me. I'll look it over, and if it looks good, sounds good, then I'm in. And so this was before, SHARE wasn't actually part of the pregnancy center at the time. This was when it was something else. Now we're back with the pregnancy center because it actually originated with the pregnancy center long ago. So it's a very confusing story, but anyway, which I'm dragging on. But anyway, so, but that's how it got started. And I've been doing it for a number of years.
Cool.
And just like I said, I really get to enjoy it, and I have fun. And the teenagers, the kids, they really seem to enjoy it too.
Well, you had me at candy. So if you want to do the presentation,
anytime you throw candy to anybody,
forget it. I'm on board.
People are happy.
I am on board. Again, we're speaking with Mark Fortier and Angela Bennett. She is the executive director over at the Santa Clarita Valley Pregnancy Center, scvpregnancycenter.org for more information. And I want to ask you the same question, Angela. How did you get involved with the pregnancy center?
Gosh, a friend called me about 20 years ago and said they're looking for a new executive director. I think you'd be great. And I thought, what is she thinking? And I mentioned it to my husband, and he thought I should check it out. So I did. And I ended up being on the board of directors at that point in time for about 3 years. And since then, Since 16 years ago, I moved into this position. The director they hired at the time went off to law school. So they decided to appoint me, and took a couple of months to think about it, and and then rolled into this position. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome stuff. Again, go to scvpregnancycenter.org. New stuff coming, though. You have some new stuff coming down. You guys are 30 years old. You guys are just the same age as the city.
That's right.
Yeah.
We incorporated in 1987. We opened our doors in October. And so this is our birthday month.
Nice.
Very exciting. We were right around the corner from the station here in Newhall. For most of that, about 10 years ago, we moved over to Valencia Boulevard. But it's probably not a secret that Valencia can be expensive.
Well, hold on a second.
Did you hear that before? Yeah, and we're paying.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
We're paying a lot of money for our location, and to be honest, we're about $100,000 for 2,100 square feet of medical space. And so it gets to the point where I have to choose between people and property. And since what we do is, one-on-one, it's very important that we have qualified people working in our organization. So we are buying a place.
Fantastic.
We're moving. It's under construction. It should be done the first part of the year. But, with construction, we're holding that loosely. But we should be in the first quarter. And that should reduce expenses about up to $70,000 a year.
I'm not a numbers guy, but that sounds like a pretty good thing. It could help you guys certainly a lot.
Absolutely. It's compelling when I think about what we could do with $70,000 for the community through this organization.
Fantastic.
It's very compelling.
Awesome stuff. Again, go to scvpregnancycenter.org. Mark and Angela, thank you guys for coming by. Appreciate you being here.
It's our pleasure.
My
Thanks for
pleasure.
having
Thank
us.
you.
Guys being here. scvpregnancycenter.org for more information.
Your hometown station.